Follow these guidelines when installing a FilterQuick fryer. Check the voltage on the rating plate on the door and compare to the available power outlets for the fryer. Check the output of the outlets to ensure you have the required voltage plus or minus 10 volts. Ensure the plug, there is one for each vat, is fully seated in the outlet. Ensure the breaker is on for each outlet. The model number and other identifying features scroll on the controllers as they boot up and before they settle at off. A common issue when a controller fails to boot is a master switch set to off. This switch, directly under the affected controller, supplies power to the controller. Check the switch on a controller that fails to boot up. Pressing the temperature button on a controller showing off produces a display of data, set point and actual temperature, date and time, the controller system, the controller software version, MIB software version, AIF software, ATO software, and OQS software before returning to off. This is a handy means to ensure all the boards are being seen in the system. Ensure the fryer is level. The oil level sensing probes will not accurately detect the oil in fryers that are not level. Loosen the leg set screws and adjust the elevating collar, if necessary, to level the fryer. Wipe dust and debris from the fry pots and the elements. Fill the fry pots with fresh oil to within 3/8 of an inch of the lower etched line in the fry pot. Additional oil will be added from the top-off system as the fryer heats up. This provides a test of the top-off system. Install the jib, jug in a box. It's the reservoir for the top-off system. The weighted hose goes into the box which is seated in the wheeled caddy. The assembly is rolled into the cabinet. Ensure the hose is not kinked or pinched against the drain manifold. Assemble the filter pan. The Santa grid screen goes in first. Set the hold-down ring squarely on the filter paper, wrapping the paper around the ends of the hold-down ring as you lift it. Angle the filter paper and hold-down ring under the filter pan's pickup tube and lower it into the pan, ensuring the excess filter paper rides up on the side of the pan. Add the prescribed amount of filter powder. Position the crumb tray. Push the filter pan into place. A common controller error message at installs is Insert Filter Pan, which is shown until the pan is in place and the switch that detects it is satisfied. The window on the MIB housing will display P for pan until the pan is inserted. The MIB display becomes A for automatic with the insertion of the pan. The controller goes to off. Turning the controller on produces a scroll of controller and fryer information. The melt cycle display means the fryer will slowly heat the oil to 180 degrees Fahrenheit before heating continuously to set point. This feature is essential with solid shortening and it extends the life of liquid shortening. The melt cycle can be shortened. Allow the liquid oil to warm for 5 minutes. It will begin to move in the vat. Press the Cool button. The display becomes Exit Melt and Yes No. Press the arrow under Yes. The fryer will heat the oil continuously until it is near set point. Dashed lines appear, indicating the oil is near set point and hot enough to start a cook cycle. Ready is displayed when the fry pot is at set point. The fry pots, intentionally left a bit low, will be filled by the fryer's top-off system as the oil heats. Between the top-off and the expansion of the oil as it heats, the oil level will reach the upper line in the fry pots. Press and quickly release the checkmark key and the fry pot's recovery time is shown. This is the elapsed time the fryer requires to heat the oil from 250 degrees Fahrenheit to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Electric fryers require 1 minute and 40 seconds. Gas fryers require 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Press and release the temperature button and the temperature of the AIF probe is shown. Press the arrow key to advance to the ATO probe temperature. Release the arrow key to return to the ready display. Run an OQS filter, which establishes the oil's level of wear and reports it as a number or a statement displayed on the controller. Press and hold the filter button until Filter is displayed on the left. Scroll with the right arrow until OQS is displayed. Press the check mark. OQS Filter Now and Yes No are displayed. Press the arrow under Yes. The controller prompts to skim the vat. Clear large debris from the oil. Confirm with the arrow under Yes. The controller scrolls Start Filtration and the blue button is illuminated. Press the blue button. Draining is displayed on the controller and oil flows from the fry pot. The display becomes Flushing as oil flows across the bottom of the vat. The display becomes filling and oil begins to rise in the vat. The filling stops and the controller shows TPM and alternating X's for several seconds. The filling resumes and display shows the TPM number, a range of numbers between 2 and 40, or a statement on the right as the filter cycle ends and the fryer begins to reheat to set point. When the oil is to be discarded is set by store management.